Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Parker, again, back again with another action figure review. Today we are reviewing probably the newest figure I've reviewed. Today we are doing the Spider-Man Brand New Day Actionverse Scorpion. Now the reason I picked this one up is because this will most likely fit into a 3 3/4 inch scale, and the last time they made a Scorpion was probably close to 20 years ago. So I just kind of had to pick this one up. So I have him in the packaging here. As you can see on the top, we have a nice little illustration of Tom Holland Spider-Man, the branding for Brand New Day. Down here is the Actionverse, which I will get into a rant for. And then we have his name with the Spider logo, Hasbro. Nothing on the sides. And then on the back, we have a nice little picture of the action figure in action. It shows that you can store your gear, which is just his tail. So we have the other figures in the wave. I have seen all of these, and I also have seen the 3-pack and vehicle. They all look pretty neat, but I really only wanted Scorpion. But Spider-Man, Hulk, and then Black and Gold 2 Spider-Man from No Way Home, but they put Far From Home on the packaging, which is just incorrect. Up top, we have Brand New Day again in the Actionverse. Marvel Scorpion, a lot of warnings. I'm really excited to crack this thing open and see what he's made of. I will be back with you after I open this thing up. Alright, kind of had to rip this thing open. Now, I'm not super duper happy that they have rebooted the kids toy line for Marvel and Star Wars. It used to be Epic Hero Series, but now, and then it was Epic World of Action, and now we have the Actionverse, which I think is just a little cheap, especially since they're using probably the exact same. They are using the exact same articulation that the the Epic Hero Series used. So straight out of the box, you can see here, he comes with this little weapons rack which holds all the parts to make the tail. So it's this kind of nice translucent, I'd say military green. If anything, it very much looks like an army shade of green. That's a nice little thing. And then we have the figure here. Now this does feel hefty. Like, I don't know if this is hollow, but it feels sturdy. Like, this is definitely meant to be for kids. The articulation is pretty basic. There is a ball joint at the head, which will get you looking up actually a fair bit for a kid's toy. And down, not terrible, not terrible. And then side to side, you can go all the way around. We have a hinge at the shoulder. Not going to get you a whole lot since there's armor there, but I don't mind it, especially since it's a kid's toy. And then at the elbow, there's another hinge, which you'll get a little below 90. No wrist articulation. No torso articulation, but then there is like a hinge and a swivel here, which will kick out a very good amount actually. And then of course you kick forward, no kick back, and then you have a joint and swivel at the knee, which will get you about 90. Now just looking at this figure, standalone, no tail, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is concept art for Scorpion, because I saw the trailers and he doesn't have a helmet. First off, in the movie he's not wearing a helmet from what we've seen, but I like the look of this figure very much. I really like the army green. I think this is a time where the MCUification of costumes actually helps the figure, or helps the design, because he just looks super duper cool. There's plugs in the back for where his tail will go into. We're gonna get that assembled here, so we can have him standing there. Alright, sorry about that cut, but I have gotten the tail assembled here, and you can see it looks pretty dang cool on this guy. Definitely fills out the look of Scorpion, you know, kind of neat the tail. So it does add a little bit of back weight, but given how heavy the figure already is, you're not going to have a whole lot of problems like posing him around and stuff, which is nice. I think he looks pretty cool with the tail. All things considered, you get him into some nice striking poses. I did want to compare his height with maybe some Marvel Universe, maybe some Epic Hero Series. I'm going to have to dig in my bag real quick to get those. I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're back, and I have gotten 2 figures from each respective toy line. We have, who better than to compare heights with than actually Spider-Man, and then I've gotten Captain America from the Marvel Universe line. Now first, we will do the Epic Hero Series Spider-Man next to him, and holy Jesus, Scorpion has been going to the gym. Look at this height difference. I mean, it makes sense if you want, because I feel like in the Insomniac game, Scorpion's a very like towering presence. It's not terrible. I'm not horribly mad at the height difference, especially if I want this to be like a younger looking Spidey and he's facing off against a grown man. It's fine. It's not the worst thing ever, but I am a little concerned when it comes to Marvel Universe. Okay, not egregious. Not the height difference is not the worst. It will fit in the display, especially if I'm like crouching, when maybe the rest of the Sinister Six, it will work 100%. So like if we just get Cap standing straight up, he's about half a head taller than Cap. He's definitely more broad, but I will just chalk that up to the armor being on. Definitely will fit in your 3 3/4 inch display. So that's what I was worried about. But I'm glad he does. I'm glad he can look pretty neat while being a part of my Sinister Six now. Of course, the articulation, of course, like most new Marvel toy lines, is decent at best, but still, you get him into some cool looking poses. Now the new Actionverse is definitely a mixed pot. As of recent, the Hulk they've been using is just the Epic Hero Series Hulk, which makes him terribly underscaled for these guys. It's not the worst though. I really do like this Scorpion figure a lot, and if you guys see it in stores, you should pick it up if you really want it, because it's only 1 per case, which means it's super rare. I think it had like 1028, I believe. That's not the worst, especially because this feels like pretty quality plastic, if anything. Like, honestly, it feels like it's not going to break from wear and tear over time. But that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely, like I've said in every other video, more action figure reviews coming soon. We're probably going to be uploading around, hopefully going for weekly on this channel now. Mostly comic related stuff, action figures, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.